Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. We make videos on all things tech and finance. You've already seen the thumbnail, so you know exactly what today's topic is. My name is Ashutosh. Let's jump right into my screen.
All right, let's talk credit cards. After a pretty wild year of updates, changes, and shakeups, 2026 is already off to a controversial start. So today, we're going to cut through all that noise and break down the absolute best credit cards for the year ahead. So let's just get right into it. You know, the entire landscape has definitely shifted. So the big question is, have your cards kept up? I mean, are you really getting the most value possible out of every single time you swipe?
A huge part of the buzz this year has been around the massive changes from Bilt's new 2.0 program, and Matt has really shaken things up. So our goal here is to give you a clear, straightforward look at the top contenders on the market right now.
So here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the most powerful two-card travel setups. Then we'll look at some incredibly flexible individual cards. We've also got a specific pick for all you Amazon shoppers out there. And yes, we are going to address the elephant in the room with Bilt. And then finally, we'll help you figure out the perfect strategy for you.
Okay, let's kick things off with what is probably my favorite strategy: pairing two cards from the same issuer to create a reward-earning machine without a ton of complexity. And first up is the Capital One Duo, which starts with the Venture X. You know, in a world where premium cards feel like these complicated coupon books, the Venture X has just stayed so refreshingly simple and incredibly valuable. Okay, so it does come with a $395 annual fee. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot, but stick with me here, because this is where it gets really, really good. Every single year, you get a $300 travel credit for bookings you make in the Capital One portal. It's super easy to use, which brings your effective annual fee right down to just $95. But here's the kicker, the trick that makes the card essentially pay for itself. Starting on your very first anniversary, you also get a 10,000-mile bonus, which is worth at least $100. So when you do the math, the card's main benefits completely, and I mean completely, wipe out the annual fee. It's just an amazing deal. Now here's how you supercharge it. You pair the Venture X with the no annual fee Saver card. The Saver earns 3% cash back on a ton of everyday categories like dining and groceries. But here's the magic. You can convert that cash back directly into Venture X miles, so that 3% cash back is effectively 3x miles on dining, groceries, and a whole lot more. This is what makes a simple two-card setup so powerful.
All right, let's move on to our next duo, which builds a totally different kind of strategy. The Citi Duo is, in my opinion, one of the most underrated point-earning machines out there, and it all starts with the Citi's Strata Premier.
Just take a look at how broad these bonus categories are. You're getting a fantastic 3x points on air travel, hotels, restaurants, supermarkets, and gas stations. I mean, come on, these are major spending areas for pretty much everyone, which makes this card a serious workhorse.
So how do you choose between them? Well, the Capital One Duo is perfect if you value simplicity. The Venture X is a great catch-all card, earning 2x miles on everything. The Citi Duo, on the other hand, especially when paired with the custom cash card, is for the maximizer. You get 5x points on your top spending category each month, plus that really unique ability to transfer points to American Airlines. It's all about picking the style that fits you best.
All right, let's switch gears from pairs to some powerful individual cards that offer just incredible flexibility, whether you're a traveler or a cashback fan. So, a classic and still incredibly effective strategy is the Chase setup. Here's how it works. You use the no annual fee Freedom Flex to rack up 5x points on those rotating categories. Then, you pool those points onto a Sapphire Preferred card. This is the key step. This unlocks the ability to move your points to airline and hotel partners where they can be worth so much more. For example, a hotel room that might cost you $500 cash could be booked for points that would only be worth $200 as cash back. That's how you get phenomenal value.
Next up is a no-fee powerhouse from American Express, the Blue Cash Everyday. Honestly, this card is so easy to recommend because its 3% cashback categories are things almost everyone spends money on. U.S. supermarkets, U.S. online retail, and U.S. gas stations. It's just that simple.
Let's just run the numbers real quick. Each of those 3% categories has a $6,000 annual spending cap. If you were to max out all three, that's $540 in cash back every single year, from a card that costs you absolutely nothing.
And it actually gets even better. The card also comes with an $84 annual credit for the Disney streaming bundle. It's given as $7 back each month. So if you're already paying for that service, this card isn't just free, it's actively putting money back into your pocket. Okay, so while that Amex card is great for broad, everyday spending, this next one is for a very specific but very, very common type of spender. If a good chunk of your budget goes to one particular online giant, this one's for you.
It's the Prime Visa card. Look, the value proposition here could not be more simple. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you can get this no annual fee card and earn a straight 5% cash back on all your purchases at Amazon, Amazon Fresh, and Whole Foods. It's a complete no-brainer if you shop there often.
Okay, we have to talk about the card that's missing from this list. For the past couple of years, the Bilt MasterCard has been such an easy recommendation, but in 2026, everything has changed.
The original Bilt card was so beloved because it did one thing perfectly. It let renters earn points on their biggest monthly expense, completely fee-free. But the new Bilt 2.0 program got rid of that one simple card and replaced it with 3 new ones, each with its own annual fee and these complicated tiered earning structures. The bottom line is, it's just not the simple, easy-to-recommend card it once was.
And that's really the heart of the issue, right? The new program offers a confusing value proposition compared to the old one. It lost that beautiful simplicity that made it a must-have card, and for that reason, it's just no longer on our list of best cards for most people.
So we've covered simple duos, flexible earners, and niche superstars. The goal here isn't just to pick one card off a list. It's to build a strategy that perfectly matches how you spend your money.
So take a look at your budget. Think about your goals. Are you chasing cash back or luxury travel? Because the best credit card isn't just some piece of plastic, it's a tool. The real question is, which one are you going to use to build your perfect financial strategy this year?
Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram via the link below. Have a suggestion or request for the next video? Drop a comment. See you next time.